Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful and an amazing day. This is a timeless reading for the collective. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Information to book a personal reading with me can be found below in the description box. Oh, we have the star at the bottom. I'm getting some... Wow. Y'all, let me tell you, like, I've been getting so much great energy lately. The star, you have the sun, the moon, and the dreamer. My goodness, the 10 of cups and the 2 of cups. Awakening and the high priestess, the emperor, the judgment card, ace of wands. Like, when I tell you, there is seriously, I don't know what's going on with the energy, but something is happening. And I feel like there's just a lot of divine alignment. And this divine alignment is also going to lead to a lot of unions. You have the sun and the moon. That's like yin and yang energy. Definitely for some, you know, twin flame energy, the star. This is like your destiny, the dreamer and the 10 of cups, which is the Fool card. This is taking a leap of faith here, having a brand new beginning. Whatever you've been believing in when it comes to a very beautiful connection with the 2 of cups, 10 of cups, I feel like this is for sure being manifested. The awakening card is here with the high priestess and the emperor. So either the feminine and or the masculine has gone through a serious spiritual awakening. All right. The high priestess is also a card of not just wisdom and intuition, but also patience. So some of you, your person has been awakening, and you know, being patient for someone doesn't mean that you're waiting on them, but some of you have just been, you've been gentle, you've been kind, you've been patient, you've, you know, continued to believe that this person will come towards you, or this I should just say this energy or this opportunity, because for some of you it may not be a person. But with the star and the awakening card, this is like the fulfillment of some type of wish, but I feel like it comes after a shift in perspective, some type of change here. And I feel truly like with the high priestess and the awakening card here, the moon card, and all of this water, something has for sure taken place as a result of Neptune moving out of Pisces. I mean, and I just keep mentioning it because I see the energy. The high priestess and the awakening card, I mean, this is like Neptune and Pisces energy. Now that Neptune is in Aries, this is about taking action towards your goals, your manifestations. It's not any type of illusions or confusion. Some people have been stuck in these illusions for decades, and you're finally waking up and seeing the truth. The emperor is here right with the moon card. So this is like the divine masculine collective that's really waking up to their own intuition and having a lot of revelations and recognizing that there have been some illusions, that there have been some fears, or whatever the case may be. And you can see on this card, like this lady, this angel, I feel like the divine masculine collective is beginning to hear the real call or the cry or the prayers of the divine feminine. Ace of wands here and the 8 of wands, and they're headed in that direction towards the 10 of cups, 2 of cups. Like, these are partnerships, new commitments, for some people, reconciliations that's happening, where people who are passionate about family, about life, about love, about their blessings, like, it's really coming together. You have the 5 of swords here and the hermit. For some of you, this 5 of swords and the hermit could have been someone who was really trying to monitor your life in some kind of way, or, you know, 4 of pentacles here, like, hold you back. None of this actually matters. The page of cups is here and the 3 of swords. I feel like with this page of cups is someone is receiving a download that whatever they were trying to do to block you, that's not going to work here. You have the king of cups here and the justice card. Someone's heart is not blocked. So if there was like a masculine who has unfortunately been bound to a person or an old energy, it could have been a Jezebel energy, it could have been, you know, a succubus energy, whatever it is, the illusion is now being shattered. There are a lot of divine masculines that are waking up and realizing that they have been bound to these very karmic timelines, people, places, things, and situations. Look, the chariot here with the 4 of cups, and they're realizing now that they're very unhappy, and they're choosing now to move forward, to actually follow their heart, which is leading to justice. All right, this 3 of swords here, someone is, you know, who thought that they had a whole plot and a plan here to keep someone bound. 4 of pentacles is an energy of being bound or under some type of control. That's over with. Someone with the Hermit card has now discovered a lot about themselves, and they're moving out of this. The Page of Cups is being more open-hearted, more intuitive. Someone has become more sensitive to energies as well. Someone is starting to sense that there is someone in their life that has possibly been trying to control them with, you know, utilizing a lot of manipulation and illusions and control. Strong Jezebel energy. I feel like the entire collective has been dealing with that type of energy, and now it's clearing itself out. I just saw the World card. That's finally coming to a close. So, and I just want to say this too, because I can. Please don't leave comments if you don't mind. Please stop leaving comments about past people, because I don't know why some people are constantly saying how bad they want to manifest love, but as soon as you hear something about love, and it could be the reconciliation with someone from the past, a past life, or even you connected with a new person, a lot of people in the collective are still so caught up on the old timelines that you literally, all you ever think about is something from the past, and then you wonder why your life is never moving forward. Every time a positive reading comes up, you guys pretend to know so much about energy, but you always make all of your energy focus on a past situation. So what makes you think that anything that's forward thinking or aligned with any kind of optimism or forgiveness or happiness or joy is going to come in if all you ever think about is the past? Every reader on YouTube is not here to read your past energy. So you don't have to make every single reading about a past person. If somebody lied to you, cheated on you, and you're still making every reading about them, then you're the one with the shadow work, the healing, and the bitterness and resentment that needs to be resolved, because most likely they're all living their life with whoever they lied to you about. If you see a divine union or an alignment happening, claim the energy and stop making it something negative, because you still haven't moved on from the negativity in your life. It's awareness and accountability. That's the illusion. A lot of people are under the illusion that they're healed and they're ready for love, but the truth is you're still stuck 15 years ago to the first person that broke your heart. That's an illusion. And as long as you're still putting all of your focus and attention into that old timeline, you're never going to actually see it. Just like really gets on my nerves. Like, no matter how positive the readings are, everybody gets in the comments, oh, once a cheater, always a cheater. I'll never let them back in my life. Who said that anybody was talking about that person? The only person that's still focused on them really is you. They're not focused on you, hence the reason why they left. I just have to say that, because just let the energy be positive. Some people just hate positivity. Always got a real problem. Knight of Cups, see? With the Nine of Pentacles here and the Three of Cups. It's just abundance. It's success. It's good things. Knight of Cups here, someone being romantic. And the Knight of Cups came right out with the King of Cups here. This is someone that wants to come into union with you. I see celebrations. I see hanging out, having fun, dates. Some of you are connected with your soul family, your soul tribe, like going towards a community of people. The Nine of Pentacles is here. This could be positive things happening in your work. Whenever a person is happy and they're confident and they're free, you have good people around you. Good people around you can introduce you to a soulmate. If you are within, you know, divine alignment, just good things should actually be coming into your life, even if it's not romantic. Like I said, it could be your soulmates, it could be your soul tribe and family that's coming towards you. But the Nine of Pentacles is an energy of really being content within yourself and being able to easily attract things. That's why I made the point. If you're still stuck on the past and you're bitter and you're carrying resentments, then nothing new is coming to you. You're going to only attract familiar spirits. If all you're familiar with is people who lie, cheat, who are abusive, conniving, and that's all you ever think about, that's all you're going to ever attract. You attract what you fear the most. A lot of people are extremely afraid of being lied to and cheated on because of your fears around abandonment and rejection. All you attract is people who lie and cheat. People who are high vibrational, who are optimistic and they're happy about life, they attract like-minded people. People who are marriage-minded, who have a higher level of consciousness, they attract like-minded people. They attract people who want the Ten of Cups. They attract people who are successful, people who are aligned with abundance. A person with an abundant mindset is not always thinking that everybody wants to lie to them and cheat on them. They know that they deserve better than that. So sometimes it's not the energy around some people, it's the energy that's within you. Two cards popped out. You have the Six of Swords and Temperance. See? Balance. Moving on. And moving out of the Five of Cups. Moving out of disappointment, regret, bitterness. And learning how to forgive. When you forgive, that's when you can actually turn into the Empress and receive. Being stuck in heartbreak, pain, betrayal, Nine of Wands energy, always feeling like you need to protect yourself. If you're looking for divine masculine energies, they know when they're dealing with the distorted feminine. They know when you're hiding your own bitterness. That's not the kind of energy that a divine masculine wants to actually yoke themselves to. The same way a divine feminine doesn't want to yoke themselves to a person who doesn't have any kind of discipline or self-control or leadership skills. Divine feminines and divine masculines go together. And honestly, the collective, you see a lot of people who are calling themselves these things, and they're very far from it. In divine connections, honestly, when I see the cards and I hear the stories, all of this trash that people are still overindulging in, that's not in connections that are actually being ordained by God. I'm not going to sit here and play that game with you and tell you guys like, oh yeah, you're going to marry the love of your life and everything's going to be great, when you know that you've never really done shadow work, you haven't really healed, you're mad at the world, you're sad, you're bitter. It's just not a high vibrational energy to be in. So I'm not going to pretend that these messages are for everyone, because everyone's not going to actually align themselves with a soulmate when they're still stuck, frozen in time and in a dead end. Unwilling to forgive, unwilling to heal, unwilling to change your heart posture, unwilling to speak positively, unwilling to think positively, unwilling to have high self-esteem, confidence, unwilling to just change. In order to have change, you have to be willing to change. And you also have to understand that other people can change. I see a lot of people like, nobody can ever change. Okay, so are you saying that you can change, but nobody else can change? So you're not who you were 10 years ago, but nobody else can change. Nobody else can go to God and ask to be changed. Only you can. This is kind of narcissistic, but you know, you're the only grand, amazing person in the world. Nobody else can change, just you. That's not true. A lot of people change. A lot of people go through hardships and they change. We're all adults here. Laughter, joy. I'm telling you, joy, laughter, healing. Narcissists are left behind. And some people out here, they are laughing and they're unhappy because they are narcissists. So when they see people actually have true joy, laughter, who are healing, and they realize that they're stuck in their own toxic cycles, because this reading is picking up both. It's a lot of people who pretend to be happy. The truth is that they're stuck in a continuous cycle of making bad decisions, and they're extremely narcissistic, and they come to feed off of people who actually walk in love and light, and they try to hide themselves. But your energy is always felt, and I see it in my comments too. You want to bring a narcissist out, just share a bit of love. They come running. Vampires can't help themselves. Yeah, it says here, smell the roses and apology. Some of you have people that are coming towards you with apology. Some of you have a lot of people that are very insincere around you. Regardless, Spirit is saying stop, slow down, smell the roses. A lot of people right now who are very toxic, parasitic, narcissistic. They're paranoid. They don't know what to think about the fact that certain people are actually healing and going into beautiful connections, and they're stuck at a dead end. So, of course, they're projecting. But you're being protected from any of this harm, and the projection is coming from these narcissists. You're longing for something good, and what you're longing for and manifesting, it wants to come into your life. So I would say just block the people who have already been rejected because of their own drama that's usually self-inflicted, and don't worry about what they have to say. Because I definitely feel that energy here. Some of you have a lot of people that are just really bitter and hateful because they're stuck in an old timeline and they see other people are moving into higher timelines. Timelines that they don't have access to because they're bitter, they're broken, they're narcissistic. They always make the same bad decisions over and over again. And then they blame it on everyone else, and they assume that nobody in this world can change. Narcissists don't change. So people who are narcissistic or people who are constantly being abused by narcissists, they're the ones that have the mentality that nobody can change. Those are people who don't know God. They don't understand that God can absolutely renew the mind. They don't understand the power of God. So all they know is to be on demon time. It's just the truth. So don't let that come and steal your joy. When you see literally Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, the star, the sun, the moon, some of you literally are going into very high vibrational connections that are beautiful. And the narcissists around you that you're cutting ties with, they're losing their minds. They're completely spazzing out right now. Some of you people are just very jealous and envious because you've managed to heal. You've managed, after a time of your life of great disappointments, to finally move on. And now you're in this Empress energy where you're creating, you're manifesting. And the way other people see you is, the way you see yourself is changing, and the way people see you is also changing, which is, of course, allowing you to manifest, you know, the desires of your heart. People who don't have the power and the ability within themselves to do that, they're very jealous, they're very envious, and they're always going to project their negativity onto you in your life. But the Emperor and the High Priestess are both being guided towards something that's destined. Why? Because the illusions are being shattered. Narcissism is simply just the Jezebel spirit. So Jezebel is no longer controlling a lot of these very sacred, divine connections. And you're seeing it show up everywhere. You're seeing it in the comments. You're seeing it in your friends and your family and their conversations. Everybody is constantly trying to make it seem like everything is so negative. It's because they are being bound by Jezebel themselves. And the fact that you're not, they're like, oh my gosh, how did you get out? You're not a narcissist. That's how. So don't let anybody steal your heat, steal your light, steal your thunder. You know, misery loves company. People who can't manifest, they look for a place to go and target and try to sabotage the people who can. It's just jealousy and envy. They don't know any better. People are dead on the inside. It's just another, their day-to-day task. They're suffering in silence. So, but today you stay in your high vibrational energies. Keep those good vibes. The greedy, lustful people who are obsessed with control, that are narcissists, they're gonna keep doing what they always do, and that's to try to block your optimism. So I would say, for some of you that know these great things are coming, remain hopeful. You have a lot of narcissists out here that are abusive, they're conniving, they're psychopaths, and the only thing that they want to do is make excuses for the fact that they are stuck in these really bad situations. And of course, they're coming in to make it seem like you're delusional and you're crazy because you actually are happy. They don't understand, why are you glowing up? Because they're salty. Why? Because they're a failure. They've hit rock bottom. They're overextending themselves. They're still in karmic relationships and third parties. They're not being chosen by divine feminines or divine masculines. They don't know their life purpose. And so they're pissed off at everybody because they're drowning in their own sorrow that they created. And that's just the truth. Anyway, I'm not worried about those people. Let's see, what beautiful things do you have coming, collective? The ones who have a bit of sense. People who are actually aligned with their higher self. Yeah, people aligned with their higher self, they have clarity. They have clarity about their purpose. They have clarity about their partnerships. They have clarity about who God is. They have clarity about a lot of things in life. They're not confused. Freedom, see? You're ascending to a place where you can be your true, authentic self. And that allows you to freely love as well and be loved. When you love yourself, people who will love you properly, they will easily manifest. That's why people want you to hate yourself so bad. Look, you're ready for love. I told you. You're ready for the type of love that allows you to be free. You have out here final shot. Sexual healing. Family and friends. Some of you need to be careful because someone could be trying to come in with a final shot to try to sleep with you. This could be someone that you already have like mutual family and friends with. They could be trying to somehow come towards you. This could be one of those narcissists or whatever because they know that you're the main attraction for somebody. Love at first sight and clarity. A lot of you people, these narcissists, they can sense that you don't have those old feelings about them anymore. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to come in with a final shot, hoping that they can somehow get your sexual energy. Because they don't want you to manifest what they know you deserve, something that they never gave you. Which is why I speak about people who claim that others can't change. A lot of you, the truth is when you met some of these witches and warlocks, you were not in a high vibrational energy. That's why they were able to come into your life. It was a learning lesson for you. Now that you've grown and you've learned and you've evolved, there's no way that you can go out here and say that you cannot meet another person who has not been able to grow and heal and evolve out of their karmic lessons and cycle to get on the same level as you. That's not true. And some people have so much ego that they really want to pretend that they've always been so high vibrational. I wasn't always on the same frequency and vibration that I'm on now. I could tell many stories of things that I've done that I wasn't completely honoring myself. I've never been just crazy, but I'm just saying, I'll never sit here and pretend that, oh, I'm this perfect saint and I've never done anything wrong, that I've never had insecurity issues or any of that. Like, everybody heals, everybody evolves. So why would you say that nobody else can grow? You grew. So should everybody assume that looking back at you from the past that you're the same person? If you don't want people to think that about you, then you shouldn't think that about other people. You have out here cloud 9 and dead end. For some of you, it's a relationship out here. It's a dead end. It's not going to stop a person from trying to come in with a final shot effort, a last ditch effort, if they can, to try to steal your sacred energy. But I feel like you're going to meet someone that's actually truly ready for love. It'll be like almost like love at first sight, because someone that's clear about who they are and their intentions, they don't have to play games with you. Those are the connections that you can feel like you're actually on cloud 9 with the person, as opposed to whoever this is. For a lot of you, there was unexpected news and you were always at odds with this person. Most likely they kept telling you certain things about their friends, their family, their children, their money situations, or whatever. This is someone who never prioritized you. I can guarantee you this narcissist or this energy vampire, they want to try to come in. Now that you finally have clarity that they're not your person, they're just going to try to come in now and pretend that they've learned something. Some people are going to pretend that they've healed and they haven't. So you have to be very discerning. People absolutely can change. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, I mean, narcissists can change too. But some of you, there's a person here, they have not changed. But you cannot allow the fact that they refuse to change or they're incapable of changing to make you think that certain people that you meet, that they cannot actually change. There are some people in your past that may come back into your life, they've changed a lot. And then there's some people in your life, they're only coming back because they want to see you change back into who you used to be. So recognizing a person's change, including your own, is all about sharpening your own discernment. Because sometimes we can think that we've changed a lot, and then a past situation comes in and it shows you every time that you haven't changed that much because you keep repeating the same cycle. Your cycles will show you whether or not you've changed now, because cycles, they don't keep coming back to people that have changed. You've learned the lesson, so there is no need to keep repeating it. So that's what I'm saying. If all you attract is people who are liars, cheaters, schemers, scammers, cheaters, then there's something within you that has not changed to stop attracting that type of person. You're still giving into some kind of lust, temptation, or mindset that allows you to somehow get connected with those kind of people. But there's a very beautiful divine connection out here with someone. And it could be a reconciliation with a person that really can see you clearly now after going through some type of change. You and this person both could have gone through a change and spiritually grown, healed, and evolved. It could have been love at first sight with this person. Sometimes just because it's love at first sight or you have a strong connection with the person doesn't mean that they're ready at the time that you meet. I think a lot of people are stuck on, I don't know, like some kind of fantasy, like real life isn't happening. Like you can't actually meet a person at the wrong time in your life where maybe your life is in shambles or theirs is, and you need to grow and heal, and perhaps you could come back together. But everybody chooses to focus on the people who you really shouldn't give any attention to. And that's exactly what the enemy does, is to keep you busy focusing on what does not deserve your attention. So that when the true offers and opportunities are right there in your face, you're blinded by it. You don't see it. You can't recognize it because of pride and ego and fear and being stuck on the past. A lot of people from the past, they only come in so that they can stay on your mind and you continue to think about how bad they did you in the past. So when new love comes into your life, whether it's new love or someone from returning from the past that's in a new energy, you're still hyper fixated on who did you wrong, whether it was a friend, family member, or a lover. Some of you guys need to understand how familiar spirits are literally destroying your life because you don't know how to detach from the chaos and the conflict and the confusion of what is familiar to you so that you can actually step into a new timeline with people who are aligned with the higher version of yourself. Some people are really allowing their emotions to keep them stuck and bound. There's no control over your emotions. And Jezebel energy is going to play on your emotions. That's an indirect attack to keep you stuck in a web of illusions where you're going to stay grieving, stuck, upset, mad, bitter, and full of resentments. Because as long as you stay in that type of energy, these darker energies and entities, they have full access to you. So some of you may want to be careful of your own personal thoughts and emotions, as well as how different people around you who are feeling like they're at rock bottom, how they're projecting their emotions onto you. Because I just see a lot of people right now who are going into very beautiful offers and opportunities, friendships and relationships, and all I see is all this negativity that's just like literally trying to come in and attack the people that are really trying to elevate. So you just have to be careful of this type of like spiritual warfare. While you're being initiated into something new, you're being spiritually attacked by the familiar energies from the past. So don't allow the enemy to steal your joy or these blessings from you, because that's all this is. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, though. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're interested in booking a personal reading to look at life, love, career, or just, shadow work or all of the above, the information to reach out is below. Remember to always go within so that you never go without, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.